With two of the eldritch horrors that call this land home slain, you prepare to head into the sprawl and face two more. The librarian cackles madly in his burning domain, and the exemplar waits at the end. Perhaps the collector too, or maybe Lady Death. Why not? Your companions can handle it, right? Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orin, and we are back at it. Darkest Dungeon 2, taking out the Dying Blight. Or, I'm sorry, it's just Dying Blight, but it's, you know, you gotta rage against the dying of the Blight. We're heading into the sprawl. We've had two pretty good nodes so far, making the great cities of man. Wow, look at those field hospitals showing up immediately, which is the unfortunate thing. All right, because we spent all of our I spent all of our muns. We do have 16, which is exactly enough to get rid of Curmudgeon, which I think is what we do, because nothing else really interests me. But then we see where we go from there. Familiar desk is not interesting. Faceless facsimiles, meh. There's the lair. Familiar desk, caged creature. Okay, so all of the free knowledge we have sucks. None of it is particularly interesting. I do think we just take the free field hospital. It does mean we don't get these. Or no, we do get these 3 candles. I'm mixing this up with the other zone. The Tangle wanted us to avoid a field hospital. This one we can go to it, no consequence, and we definitely will. We did spend down our relics quite a lot last node. Oops, sorry. Just wanted to make sure that the recording was actually, recording. On guard is actually pretty good, but I think we just gotta Yeah, there's stuff here I'd probably like, but Curmudgeon just annoys me. So we're just going to get rid of that thing so I don't have to deal with it. Medical equipment's sort of useless at this point. Bottle case, same story. Greater Protectorate, none of this stuff really moves the needle, so let's just get out of here. And we will push on. Assistance encounter? Okay. Hope everyone's enjoying this run like I am. This has been quite a good run. Dying Blight has really... Hey! I called it! The Collector shows up. What up, big man? We already fought once, and I beat your ass, so I guess we'll do it again. Okay, plus 25% damage? That's not really what we were looking to hear. Alright, and having you resist that burn, or the blind, is also not really what I was looking to hear from you. So we could hit for 30. All right, this one I definitely want to just do the incision. Because last time the Vestal didn't actually do her thing. Ooh, good lord. Nice dodge. All right. I mean, the one thing we got going for us is this did happen quite early. So we do have at least some time to play around with. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, see, Headstrong. This is the thing I was talking about that I don't want to deal with. That's the reason to cause a death there, is just to collect that damage, because we aren't going to get it otherwise. Oh, I got the feeling this fight's going to be awful. It's just going to be awful to me. Oh, you like a respectful crackback. Lifesteal. Ugh. Why? Why are you like this, Collector? Why do you do this? Alright, there we go. Alright, Highwayman's gone. So unfortunately, this does mean the Vestal stays up. Because I don't think he'll collect call if he's got... I could be wrong, but I don't think he'll collect call if he's got a friend up.
Lethality writ large.
So we're gonna gamble that I'm right there. Unfortunately, I do need to spend that crit token to make sure that my grave robber is not dying. Okay. Hit for 80. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. All right, are you gonna just heal him like a jerk? No, you're not. Excellent. Now he is probably just gonna lifesteal like an ass. No, he's gonna collect call. Interesting. I didn't think he'd do that with his people still up, but I guess he will. Well, Bonnie can actually... Both Bonnie and Audrey can hit the back ranks, so we don't actually have to... Yeah, that could have gone... That could have gone a lot more pear-shaped than it did, but we got it done. That... Hitting for 80 does things. It does end most fights. That's a bit useless. Barristan? Barristan's head's not particularly exciting. That's good, that's good, that's good. Those can come along, those can come along. That can come along. This, I think, all gets left. I don't think any of this is particularly interesting to us. We'll bring Parrying Patriarch. Well, yeah, there's no reason to bring that along. The book does nothing. We're in our final zone, so it does nothing. But Parrying Patriarch, who... I mean, that's actually probably better than Sodden Sweater. We get a free scout, or we get stagecoach item, or we rob them for many relics. But if I look at the map, we have no guaranteed place to spend them, so I don't really know that I want that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the scouting. Not the most valuable thing in the world, but it, you know, there is a hoarder. Okay, so we would have been okay. Unsettling portrait, you say. Hoarder right there. Yeah, many relics would have been nice, but we didn't know there was a hoarder we could hit, and to be honest, even then, like, there's stuff we would like to buy, but there's not a ton. I don't think there's like an earth-shaking amount of stuff that a bunch of relics is going to help us fix. 2 more healing salves is nice. Books and relics or a trinket. Well. Alright, fine. I guess we'll grab books and relics. What do we got? Well, that would have been real useful prior to this fight. Cash or fight? We don't need the fight for anything. And we're pretty stacked on mastery points as is, so I think we go to the... Yeah, I think we go this way. Oh, okay. That actually means the Warlord's about, which is a little concerning.
Agony by accumulation.
Oh, that was nice. A crit for the little extra healing. You like that? Jab. I actually don't know how this works. Let's see how this works. Okay, cool. So it does trigger the stack, but it doesn't consume it on your target if your target isn't the one being hit. That's good to know. Jab. You're very dead. Wonderful. Like we drew it up. We'll take our free stress heal. Thank you very much. Okay. Unintended consequence there, having a ransack not be useful, but I don't know that it matters. Just end it.
A righteous action.
Let's see what we won.
Unexpected find.
Milk-soaked linen and more pyrotechnic dazzlers. All right. We need to be throwing those at people. What do we got? What do we got for combat items here? Pyrotechnic dazzlers. Just start. We're just gonna start. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're just gonna throw firecrackers at everybody we see. It's just gonna be our tagline. It's gonna be like, hey, what's up, firecracker? That's how we're gonna do this. We're just gonna be like, hey, what's up, firecracker?
Take up these goods. And
Ooh, that was annotated textbook. Oh my lord. So that's Laden Lantern, which is not necessarily... Yeah, it's not needed. We don't need Laden Lantern. So we'll just get rid of Laden Lantern. But that is annotated textbook, which we do want. I think it goes in there. Do we have... we don't have the herbs anymore. Even without the herbs, that is still, like, just that 10% crit chance on this thing. Making it, yeah, making this a 25% chance to crit is just insane. And if the target is bleeding, which they will be from the Paracelsus on subsequent turns, that's even more. Yeah, that feels like it's going to do some numbers.
An elementary problem, is it not?
All right, so we can save the wheel, which I think is more valuable. Yeah.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
And I think the skull cap's probably better.
Pillaging brigands. Enriching
Oh, it's Temperance? Is that your name? I always forget. Implication. Yeah. Well, do you still have Pirouette equipped? You do. Wonderful. Let's just do a little bit of a reset of our formation. Thank you. Pirouette doing its job. Now implication is going to load. Bonnie's already set up to avoid it, so she's basically going to be immune to it this round. But we will smoke screen. Yeah, there we go. So Bonnie's basically guaranteed to be missed here. Boom. Ow. Well, we tried. There's all the Block Plus tokens gone just in time for Paracelsus to hit for 18. Half its HP gone in a single hit. And just for our trouble, we'll add another 6 on top. So 12. 5, so 7. Technically, he can do it here. Ah. Off by 1. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay, there is a point in stalling here. Okay. There is a point in stalling, and I will demonstrate why in just a moment. We're in range for Deathless, so here we go. Heal ourselves to full, and then end the fight.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Well, Iron Banded Wheels is sort of useless to us, so let's leave that. What's funny is, we have the massive inventory, so we don't need to be throwing things away. I mean, I've got, what, 20? Yeah, I got 20 spaces left, basically. 19? Oh, no, 21. Had basically a 50-50 there. But the thing is, there's just stuff that doesn't matter. No amount of it's going to change anything. Raconteur. Just leaving is not an option. Food or large food. Yeah, let's just raconteur our way here.
In this world, wealth is
Well, that's actually not as impressive as I was promised. Yeah, we're going to hit the hoarder. We've got some money to spend. What are we up to? We're up to 10, 12, 14 food. Now, what we haven't had is stew pot trigger. We need stew pot to trigger one time, and then we'll be happy. But we're up to, what, 3 bonus HP? Yeah, 3 bonus HP from the pet. Yeah, the rabbit's been interesting. Like, we're getting +1, we're getting +2. Yeah, we're getting +2 speed, which is not nothing. That's a nice little buff, particularly since we're not trying to use reverberating readout. But the max HP thing just isn't a lot. Ooh, enlightening element, you say? That's tempting. There's the griddle. Finally showed up. Merchant's Guild seal. None of this stuff super matters. Sacred Scribblings is worth thinking about. Actually like that. Yeah, Sacred Scribblings can definitely come along. Gnarly Knuckles is tempting too, but I don't think it's better than critting, so I think that's fine. Laden Lantern we've already established we don't need. Enlightening Element? That actually seems pretty decent as well, so we'll buy that. Buy the speed, buy that, sure. Boxing gloves, why not? Candies and chocolate, probably don't need that. So, I think we're good. Yeah, okay. That was a nice hoarder. Let's see, because now we put Enlightening Element in here because this Greater Anchoring Charm really isn't doing a whole heck of a lot for us. Put this in over Parrying Patriarch, because this means that we're dealing even more burn. That we can convert into damage very quickly. And I think it was last. I'm in a multi-part recording session, so I may be forgetting. But I think last segment I was talking about the collector fight and why I did or did not use Cause of Death, and the right answer is to use Cause of Death because of the Vestal's cure, but I don't know if I explained myself very well on the why use or not use Cause of Death in a longer fight. So I just want to articulate that real quick. The best Cause of Death is ever going to do is the amount of damage that's remaining on the target. So there's no way to get more than you already have. And that's when it's upgraded. If it's not upgraded, this is a little bit more direct in that you can't... if it's not upgraded, you're getting 75% of the value. But assuming it's upgraded, you're getting basically the same value as if you just let it tick out, but you're getting it immediately. That's pretty great. If you can stack it high enough like Dying Blight can, you can effectively one-shot enemies, which is what we've done quite a few times, see the collector fight earlier. However, and this is the reason I'm less keen on it, Cause of Death is going to do the damage you were doing anyway. So if it's not one-shotting the enemy or punching through something very quickly, then or more importantly, if the fight is going to last long enough that you were going to get the tick out anyway, the enemy was going to tick out regardless of whether you use Cause of Death or not, then there's an argument for instead swinging with Incision, continuing to deal damage, particularly if there's other enemies to kill. That's my thought process on it. Not sure how robust it is. I'm kind of, still a little bit unsure, because I'm definitely seeing the value in a formation like this. And this is something I've, in a long time ago, I talked about how a guy, a very respected player on the Discord, but it's basically kind of criticizing my take on Cause of Death as not being particularly interesting. And I don't think he was wrong, is the thing. Because he was approaching it from the angle of, if you build a formation to take advantage of Cause of Death, it does gross things. And I don't think that's, like, I think you'd have to be insane to think that's inaccurate. Like, yeah, when you build a formation like Dying Blight, where you are generating just enormous amounts of damage over time effects, Cause of Death just absolutely obliterates things. But, and this was the point that, I differed with this other player on, was that I am not playing the game the way that person or most players play the game. I'm playing a very particular way in that I am playing a named formation, which for some people probably don't know or care, or don't get or care why I would be playing like that. But what it means for me is that I can't guarantee that I'm going to be running a list of people that are going to take advantage of Cause of Death. So most of the time, Cause of Death isn't really a point of calculus for me. It's only when I get runs like this where I'm dealing with a formation that's really good at it that I get to see the value that everyone else kind of sees as a matter of course if you design your formation around it. I'm rambling a bit, but it helps to pass the time, and it's not like this part of the fight's particularly interesting. I said earlier, a couple of episodes ago, I think, what would make Cause of Death, like what would really push Cause of Death a little bit more? It's already really good, but it would be kind of sweet if it executed. Just execute one when upgraded is all I think it would need. Good lord, look at these crits. Like, execute one would A, make sense with Cause of Death. The doctor's literally pronouncing, Cause of Death, knife to the face. But it would also make it feel less bad to sling it in like a cultist fight where the cultists can just heal themselves half the time. Alright. Now the Immolatist has a non-zero chance to be annoying here. But it looks like we are not going to give her the opportunity. I remember when these things had death armor. Nothing. No reason to take an action here. Well, that was a easy fight. All right, what are we playing for? Complete catalog is appealing. Charred litany. Tinderbox 2. Yeah, all right, that's plenty good. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're just...
reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
Alright, so we stunned the first one. I think we just dance here. And the reason we're dancing is that the books are vulnerable to fire, which, makes sense. And we don't necessarily want to accelerate this curve faster than we need to. I could have tried to move these books, but to be honest, I think, we're going to have... Like, we were going to have to deal with this anyway, so we may as well have it dealt with. That was just a very rough roll on the, What does that do? Oh, interesting. Okay. That was just kind of a rough roll on. We were basically forced to take that first burning blight. Okay, and now we're not landing any. This is a little concerning. Oh boy, this is gonna be a. This one's gonna be a bit tight because we're gonna take the second burning bright, I think, because there's not really a good way to not. Vulnerable and smoke screen. Hit for 15. Nah. Good example of, like, we may as well let him keep ticking because we're not, it's not going to be anywhere near killing him. All right, we've got 3 turns to end this thing now. However, Bonnie is now in range to actually hit with stuff, which is good.
A master stroke.
Nice. That's a good start. There's probably an argument for saving these pyrotechnic dazzlers for the Exemplar, which would also be a pretty impactful thing. Now, 35 damage and put him pretty low. Actually, that's probably worth it. Yeah, we're not killing him this turn, so we may as well do this. He was going to tick for 27 anyway, so, like, it doesn't really... I don't know that it really changed the calculus all that much, but... probably the right call. Oh, there's a 2 bleeder. Nope. Rare time that the runaway actually does damage to the bro.
Relief comes rarely in these times.
Deathless and just patch our people up. And there's the win.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Now we're going to have kind of an interesting choice of complete catalog or beck and call. Both are appealing. But in either case, we did manage to spend most of those pyrotechnic dazzlers. Put some stims on. Sure. Anti-venom's not going to get used. That holy water we'll look to put in right before the Exemplar. Try to buy some more time on the old... whatchamacallit? Brains failing me. Exaltation. Oh, it's, what's his name? Hey, buddy. What are you? Masterful Kinred. Okay. If that's the case, let's stem up the dude bro. Probably should have left the vulnerable there, but I think this is the right call. Kind of being wasteful with these vulnerables, but I think the goal is more about just, you know, dealing the damage. The strength tokens will be enough for what it's going to be here. Oh boy. Ignited Masterful Kindred, you said. 66. Ooh. Well, 26 is a pretty good start to that. Pumel. Get rid of the Immolatus before she does more annoying stuff to me. How hard are we hitting here? 29? Yeah, it's good enough. Now we just start getting Infernal Taskmastered for years.
And apply it judiciously.
Jawbreaker. And there he goes. So now it's just Masterful Kindred. Which I'll actually take advantage of Dead of Night for a moment here. Just so we don't have to think about this too much. Yeah, because he's just super dead. And we'll do the Deathless. Why not? We've got a free stress heal, so we may as well use it. Easy enough.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
And we are grinding. Flagellant's stress is back up to 1 trillion. Unfortunately, just not a way to avoid that. And unfortunately, we pick up double loathing here, which means we are going to go into the obsession fight at 1 loathing. Or no, we'll knock it back down to 0 with the cultist fights in the final zone. That'll be fine. But let's see what this Hoarder's got to offer. We're loaded back up on money already. Good lord. Hello, Hoarder. What do you got for me? There's Icebox. That would have been helpful earlier. Kind of tempted to just buy it just to have it. Foreclosure Notice. No. Greater Heartseeker. No. Thrilling Tablet. No. None of this is particularly interesting. Buy the Icebox on spec, I think. It's an extra speed buff. Stimulating Poultice can come along. Whittling Tools, definitely. Armor Kit, sure.
To ease the rigors of the road.
That seems like enough. Yep, alright. Thank you.
The loathing whispers.
Right, let's get set up for our dreaming, or not dreaming, the words. Words are failing me. Oh no. Exemplar. There we are. Words are hard. So, Pyrotechnic Dazzler, I do think Holy Water comes in instead. We have a single Stims or a single Dazzler. I think I'd rather have the Dazzler. I need to math real quick. So this says +1 damage dealt. So let's go with Dragonfly. So it deals 4. So now it deals 5. It deals 5 for, instead of 3 turns, would deal for 5 turns. 5 for 5 turns. That's what we're getting right now. With this, we would instead be dealing 8 for 1 turn. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's not good enough. That's wasn't as hard a decision as I thought it was going to be. That's not good enough. No. Nope. Okay, let's go. We riding.
The loathing festers.
And let's face down the Exemplar.
Loathing made manifest.
All right. What do you got for me? A blind and a vulnerable, you say? Well, I like the look of that. Kind of means I don't want a dragonfly, do I? Double vulnerable, like that. Rapturous beauty. That didn't take long. Getting increasingly difficult to maintain those relationships. Well, Mineral is not exactly what we were looking for. Prelude, like a jerk. Ooh. Altar of Obsession.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Alright, well. We're definitely not moving off of our current track here. We are in danger of getting... Okay, hitting for 79 is probably good enough there. She does get falled. We can't really avoid it, sadly. Bone Weaving. So we are going to face an Exaltation here, it looks like. Not a lot we can do to prevent it at this point. Going to move forward 2 here. Yep, Pillar of Sacrifice.
Well done.
Get the blind in. We are going to spend one of our healing salves just to patch her up. Get the first riposte through. Alright. Nice. That stun is big. That was Slugger coming in hot there. Whew. Slugger coming in with the big hit there. Put him down. Nope. Okay, cool. And there goes the Exemplar. Just, yeah, that we were fine. We did not need the stun. Like, we were fine without it, but having it did definitely make that easier. Oh, another stimulating poultice. All right, we're gonna have somebody going fast.
The fire is lit. The table
Blundering, man.
awaits its favorite.
Why? Torching Crown just messing me up right at the end. All right. Alrighty. So let's repair our wagon first of all. Let's think about this. So Compress Kit is out. So there's Icebox.
Experimentation. Your academic instincts serve you well.
Well, no, this can stay in because it's +3 speed.
This will serve well.
So do we want... Well, let's get our trinkets set up too. This feels right. None of this is really appealing. This feels really good. This feels pretty decent. Yeah, alright. I guess we're probably good with that.
Spend what you can. For wealth meaning. If indeed
Anybody need a Stitcher's kit? Yeah, we have 2 people that need Stitcher's kits, and we only have 1 Stitcher's kit. Well, okay. Let's start with this. Get blank desktop fixed. Do you need to make sure you're at 10 plus speed, but you're austere, so I can't actually boost your speed right now, which is a little bit of a problem. All right, do we have another way to boost speed? Touching Dirges, Meditative Totem, Touching Dirges. There goes Vicious, but I think it had to go at this point. Book Burner, and there's the speed. Okay, we got a bit lucky there. That really kind of annoys me. But we don't want to go first. So let's just make sure we never go first. Okay. Audrey and Blink Desktop hate each other. There's not much we can do about that. We can try to fix it. All right. Now we need to do food. What are we at? We are at 8, 12, so we have 2. So we need 2 more food just to...
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
You have enough speed, right? Yeah, you're good. Let's just give everyone 69. Nice. Give everyone the maximum amount of speed. Get him to 6, which is 33% chance. Best I can do. Nothing else I can do about that. Just not what was meant to be, it seems. There. Pop those in. Mastery points.
However painful.
May as well have Ransack upgraded. We've actually used it. Absinthe gets its upgrade, because we'll slot that in over, whatchamacallit. And, more? Yeah, why not? Here we go. Got a whole bunch of relics, but nothing that's, like, impressive enough by that just for kicks. Alright, well, that'll do it. It's on to the mountain. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time to see the conclusion. Until then, though, see ya!